welcome to another episode of the Hot Seat Podcast and talking about rapid fire news where I put myself in the hot seat, talk about the latest from pro wrestling and pop culture. We have a lot to get to, so let's get right down into it where we get right back into Elimination Chamber for last month, where we saw Randy Orton actually winning the men's chamber, and they're actually looking to be facing now Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. I was hoping Drew McIntyre would actually go all the way to WrestleMania as WWE Champion, but that's not the case, unfortunately. So now we have Randy Orton back as a heel. Haven't seen that in quite some time. So pretty interesting to see where things are going to be going. Happy about it at the same time, but I'm also a little disappointed that we didn't get to see Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And also, where we have for the women, where we had Rhea Ripley being able to win the Women's Elimination Chamber and be able to face Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship at WrestleMania. She wasn't really my first pick to actually win the Chamber, but kind of curious to see where things are going to be going between those two. So it should be an interesting matchup for sure. AJ Lee actually becoming Intercontinental Champion for the women. That's been really cool to see so far. So I'm curious to see who should be facing at WrestleMania. And also when we had Danhausen actually showing up at Elimination Chamber and actually making his debut. I didn't really see anything too wrong about the debut, honestly, even though the crowd didn't really care for it. But it feels like now over time, people are warming up to Danhausen, which is nice. I've been a huge fan of his as of late, so I'm really happy to see him in WWE. Curious to see where he's going to be ending up. We've seen him on Raw and SmackDown, so I'm not too sure which brand he'll be showing up, but either way, it's going to be really cool to see so far. Also, getting into with a little bit of AEW, we have Thunder Rosa recently coming back, which is really awesome. I'm curious to see what else she's going to be doing there for AEW. We have the Inspiration actually signing with AEW. I'm really excited to see what else they'll be doing for the women's tag team division and everything. Maybe eventually get the tag team titles there. I can see that happening for sure. Definitely, without a doubt. Also, where we had going into TNA, where we had Mickie James actually returning. I wasn't too sure if she was going to still wrestle now that she's a TNA Hall of Famer. It looks like she might be actually wrestling maybe Ash by Elegance, since they've been having few more words as of late. So we'll see if she'll actually be able to face Ash by Elegance at some point. I can see that happening for sure. Also, we have Adam Copeland and as well Christian Cage actually showing up at Revolution for AEW. Looks like they'll be going for the tag team championships, which actually wouldn't be too much of a bad thing. So it's been really cool to see them be brought back. And we had Ronda Rousey actually show up at Revolution 2 as well. Looks like she'll be going after Toni Storm, and I'm sure probably the Women's Championship. I would have preferred her back in WWE, but looks like she'll be back with maybe Marina Shafir and the Death Riders. I can see that happening. So that's basically everything in a nutshell so far. What's been happening as of late. Definitely leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Leave a like, hit the subscription button and the notification button as well to stay notified for all future videos of the In a Hot Seat podcast. With that being said, that about does it for this episode of the In a Hot Seat podcast. I'll catch everyone next time for another episode of the In a Hot Seat podcast, whenever the hell the next episode may be. Until then, I'll catch everyone next time.